Emma Raducanu will not represent Great Britain at next week's Billie Jean King Cup finals. The British number 1 was initially named in the 4-woman squad for the competition, which is widely regarded as the World Cup of women's tennis. However, she withdrew from the squad last week in order to accept a wild-card entry into the WTA 500 tournament in Seoul, choosing instead to focus on increasing her schedule and earning valuable ranking points. Mark Petchey, who briefly coached Raducanu earlier this year, has defended her decision, stating that he would have advised her to make the same choice. Raducanu has previously excelled in team competition. At last year's Billie Jean King Cup finals, she won all 3 of her singles matches, helping Britain advance to the semi-finals before falling to Slovakia. That edition of the finals took place in November, following the conclusion of the WTA season. This year, however, the finals will be staged in Shenzhen during the middle of the regular tour calendar, which Raducanu wishes to prioritize. Speaking to BetVictor, Petchey explained, "There are always 2 sides to every situation. It is easy to say that players should want to represent their country. But when you look at Emma's record, particularly her performance on clay against France, she proved that when the moment requires it, she can deliver. She has already shown her willingness to play. I do not think anyone can blame Emma for making a scheduling decision when the calendar makes little sense." Raducanu is now working with Francisco Roig, a former coach of Rafael Nadal, and the pair aim to build on their progress at the Korea Open. Petchey, reflecting on his own time with Raducanu before Roig took over on a full-time basis, added that he too would have encouraged her to focus on her singles campaign. "For me, when I was with her and before Francisco assumed full responsibility, it was a 50-50 decision," he said. "But if you asked me personally, from a purely selfish perspective of wanting to be in the best possible position for the Australian Open, I would have advised her not to play."